Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. We are here for Septu-Generation, the 70th anniversary show that we're going to be doing, which should be pretty fun. We'll be crowning a new North American champion, and some other stuff will be going on that show. Let's see the news real quick and see what's going on. Obviously, we had a really good show last season, which was nice. Looks like we did 2,200 fans, went down really well. We did give ourselves some money, not a lot. Basically, Billy went out and invested some money into the promotion. We're hopefully not going to do that again, but we'll try to boost ourselves up here. We're still running a loss here, unfortunately. Especially from that last month, the 3 shows probably hurt, especially with the worker costs. But we'll turn it around. We'll get this going. I'm sure we can work on something here. We already had $30,000 in ticket sales. TV revenue is still kind of crappy, but we're gonna have to work on that. Now, one of the things we did, and I kind of did this off screen, but I left our consortium. So, we renamed it because I said that if I'm leaving, you can't use the name. It's now the Co-Wrestling Consortium, because PWG, I believe it was, has a hostile relationship with us now. Chikara, AIW, I mean, PWG went at war with us, and that kind of started the hostility. They decided to do that. Now, what I want to do, and I think would be the best for us, would actually be to join New Japan World. But I don't think they're going to let us join the Alliance. I'm pretty sure they're not going to. I would love to, because I think being a part of this is really going to help us, and it'd be kind of accurate to what seems to be going on right now with NWA, where they kind of seem to be working with Ring of Honor, seem to be working with New Japan a little bit. New Japan's arguing against it. So if I can try, let me see if this works. If I get a relationship with New Japan, let's say a non-aggression, we agree not to sign each other's talent. So I mean that limits me in that I'm not going to be able to book people that they already have, though. People in their contract would work. I don't want to do that though, because I feel like that's gonna bite me in the ass with Cody. Maybe a working agreement. Try that. I think I already put one in. What did I put in? I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it and see. I want to get a relationship with them. I think it would be best if we joined their alliance, and it might really help us out. I mean, that would really be the ideal situation for us right now, I think, would be boosting up into there. Otherwise, we still have a vacant spot for our North American Championship, because Enzo had left the company. Nick Aldis had previously had it, and then lost it to Enzo, who made no defenses, instead vacated the company with it. So right now in Septu-Generation, it's going to be Aldis versus Brian Pillman Jr. for the belt, with Nick Aldis getting his rematch. Yeah, that was a bummer, especially because I felt like, Enzo was one of our top guys. A lot of people were saying we should probably move away from using him, and they're probably right. Now, one of the other things I want to do is I think we need to trim some of this card down a little bit. I feel like we have maybe a few too many people in the mid card. We hired some new people, some new talent. Um, but I feel like we can start moving some people out. I don't know who I want to get rid of. I feel like there's just some people that we just simply don't need. Let's look at what our amounts are here. Okay. Let's see. Who's most expensive? Cody's the most expensive by far, and Ryback after that, Daniels. But that's fine. That is our main event scene. Dustin cost a lot, but that's fine. Raven as a road agent kind of cost a lot. Tama Tonga as a mid-carder costs way more, and Tangaroa too, also kind of oddly high-priced. But I feel like we're okay with where we are there. It might be some of the mid-card that we should be looking at, maybe tossing out. I want to keep Tim Storm. I just feel like NWA without Tim Storm's not right, even though he's not performing the best. I feel like that it's the same thing with like Josephus, and like I feel like the core group needs to stay. But some of these guys we could probably get rid of, like Chris Dickinson. We might be able to get rid of Mike Verna. I still kind of like him for like a jobber. Some of these guys cost so little, it really doesn't matter. But maybe we want to look at getting rid of. No, tell me who I should get rid of. Who of the group should we toss out? Is there anybody we should fire and let go? Like maybe Simon Gotch has it his day. I think we might be done with him. Ricky Reeves. I feel like the whole crew we don't really use that much, and we can get rid of them. Chris Dickinson we can get rid of. I feel like, but let me know. I'll hold off on firing. We'll have a big future endeavor day coming up soon. Let me know in the comments below who you think we should let go. Because I think we need to trim the card a little bit. I think we have maybe a few too many people. Anyways, let's go ahead and skip forward to Septu-Generation. Okay, so let's see here. New Japan rejected our non-aggression pact, so they really don't like us. Robbie Solar Viper announced they are now engaged, planning to marry. Good for them. So New Japan does not seem to want to work with us. And that's going to be the main holder. Ooh, Chase Owens wants to show up here. I don't know what you are going to be, but we'll pull you in. Okay. So, that's going to be the problem, right? Maybe we could try another relationship here. Maybe we can try New Japan. Maybe working agreement? I just don't think they're going to join with us right now. And that's a real shame because I do think for the best thing we could do would be to join an alliance with Ring of Honor and New Japan. I think would really help the NWA right now. It does not seem like that is going to happen. Okay, we still have a couple more days. So let's go ahead, fast forward again. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Pay raise request from Ashley Vox. I'm not going to pay you $610. I'll give you $50. You're going to be annoyed. That's fine. I really don't care if you leave. And New Japan has rejected our working agreement. So New Japan just does not want to work with us. And until we can get that to change, it just simply, I really don't know what to do with that situation. We do have to assign a push for Chase, which opener, that sounds about right. I might give him a lower mid-carder just to really boost him up a little bit. And then we do want to put him with Bullet Club NWA. Chase Owens, there we go. Boy, we need another group. I feel like we need another stable. Not sure what I want to do with it. I got a couple ideas I'm kind of have forming, but we definitely need another stable here. Oh, that reminds me. I am so sick of looking at this. His name is not Tangaroa. And has been driving me loopy. Loa. No, that's not. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll just fix it this way. I don't ever remember him being Tangaroa. Apparently he was at one point, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. So we have them. Yeah, we definitely need another stable. I mean, we have the Colt, which has a good crew. Bullet Club definitely has a lot more members. Not really, but it'd be nice to have a different group, I think. It could be kind of fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get to the show. Okay. So, 82% backstage ratings, pretty damn good. Can't remember whether we tried El Rey last week, but let's do it. Let's see. CW is getting close to being able to be renegotiated, but let's try El Rey. Oh, wait, no, I think we did do El Rey before. Hold on, can I? Oh, I can't see. I feel like we did. Let's do pay-per-view. Okay. We do want to pick a new venue because we're gonna have 2,300 companies. No, I want filter. There we go. Okay. Let's see. 2,400 doesn't seem bad. 2,200 would sell us out, which is fine. Let's do Kansas City Municipal Hall. Sounds fine to me. Okay. So, let's get on with the booking. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. So I'm running the show a little bit lighter. I'm just a little nervous about putting a lot of people onto the show. Just financially, we're still shaky, and just because I just don't feel like putting everybody on just because we can. So it's a little bit lighter. This might end up biting us in the ass. We'll see. But some of the main eventers are not necessarily on here. It's a different show. We'll see how this goes. Also, some people are a little upset with the way I booked their matches, so we're going to have to see how that goes too. Anyways, let's go ahead with Septu-Generation. So we start off the show with Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes coming out as a family and doing a speech to the crowd, honoring NWA's legacy, their father's legacy, and the 70 years of the NWA. It's just a very basic introduction to the show to get the crowd hotter. It gets them, it does it. So Cody seems a little bit kind of hinting at a face turn, though apparently he's getting a poor reaction. He is technically a heel right now, but he's not doing anything really heelish, so we are setting him up for a face turn. We'll see if that'll work for him. We might not do it. I don't know. That was hoping that we weren't getting a poor reaction for it. He's a better heel, but I just don't know if he's it's right for them to be heel in the show as the top. top belt holder right now. I think we have a lot of other heels, but we'll see. Yes, we do want to continue without that because we're not going to turn them right now. We do open the show with a match. It's a title match with tag team champions with Chase Owens and Chris Dickinson versus the Guerrillas of Destiny. Guerrillas of Destiny easily defeat both of them. Chris Dickinson takes the pin. Chase Owens is a jobber, so that's what they're doing. They make defense number 2 of the World Tag Team titles. And not much to say about this match. It was a work the crowd, but the open got the crowd hotter. They did pretty well. Tongaloa and Tama Tonga very highly scored, and they both do what they need to do. And Owens and them are not so much, but we get Owens on the card. We start building him up as well, and we give the Guerrillas of Destiny a tag team opportunity because they don't really have any number 1 contenders. Our tag teams are a little bit weak. We need to add some more tag teams, so we've got to look at some of the people that we have to see if we want to make a few more tags. We have the 6-woman ladder match for the X Division Championship, and Tenille is very upset about this. Actually, everyone's really upset about this match. This was really tough, and maybe I'm just too damn stubborn, but it's a decent match. Tessa Blanchard defeats all of them by climbing up the ladder and retrieving it, and wins the NWA X Division Championship, for Women's X Division Championship. So I wanted Tessa Blanchard to win, and I tried to get everyone happy, and not everyone was happy. Naomi was not happy. Candice LeRae was not happy. Tenille was not happy. In fact, Candice LeRae is furious about this, and I could not get her to not be furious. I tried so hard. I tried to keep Tenille strong and Naomi strong. Just nothing would work. They did improve on that. It's D+, which is not bad for, I guess, the lineup. Brandy definitely being the weak link of the bunch, probably brought it all down. Got the crowd buzzing, though. And Tenille is now our champion. Or Tessa Blanchard is now our X Division champion, while Ronda Rousey is out with the regular belt. And, we'll see how this ends up playing out for us. I have a feeling it's going to bite us in the ass, but we'll see. Maybe I'm just too stubborn. I just really wanted Tessa Blanchard to win it. I don't know. Afterwards, she celebrates in the ring and, holds up her belt and, wins. She gets the crowd hotter again. Not much to say about it. She doesn't have a lot of not a lot of overness, not a lot of momentum right now, but I kind of want her to do. So I thought this would be a good get for her. I thought she'd be the right fit for like the mid-card women's division. Because like Candice and Tenille, all those, they should be more focused on the main event. So that was my idea, but apparently they disagreed. And we have a fantastic match, but actually does really poorly, which is a shame. Will Ospreay defeats Tyler Bate in 16 minutes of the pinfall and makes defense number 2 of his junior heavyweight title. This was the worst of the recent matches between the competitors and only served to magnify its flaws. As a fourth match of matches done recently needed to be better, they both did really well. But it's just been too many matches, which is just fine because this was our final. They tie it up. They no longer tie it up. Will Ospreay retains. The storyline's ended. This was a great match that did very poorly. That's a shame. And finally, afterwards, Tyler Bate shakes Will Ospreay's hand and kind of solidifies the end of the feud between the two. Tyler Bate acknowledged that Will Ospreay deserves the belt. And, that's pretty much it for them for now, and they can kind of go off and do other things. So at least this got us rated highly. I'm really disappointed with how poorly the reception of that match was. I'm kind of shocked. We have a match between Dustin Rhodes and Sami Callihan. The cult has been kind of eyeballing Dustin Rhodes. Chris Daniels have been giving him some problems, and Sami Callihan's kind of here to be sort of Dustin's retribution. Dustin defeats Sami Callihan in 10 minutes with a lifting reverse DDT. Sami Callihan is slowed down with an injury. We did protect him a little bit. So he was probably a little bit off his game. Still did fantastic. I mean, C61, could you ask for much more, honestly? I couldn't. Sami Callihan hopefully is not hurt more. He has a rotator cuff issue. We did try to protect him a little bit with this. I believe we gave him... It doesn't say it on here, but we tried to do... I think it's storytelling to make it easier. I thought I protected him too, but maybe not. Seems like he's okay, though. We have the... I think Nick Aldis is a little upset. Oh, no, I think we got him okay with us. But Nick Aldis versus Brian Pillman for the open, now vacated North American title. Brian Pillman defeats Nick Aldis in 10 minutes with a tornado DDT. Somehow gets the upset. Nick Aldis is actually dominant through this entire match. This is actually how we got him to end up... we got him to agree to this match. We had him pretty much dominant. It was a steal the show match. Nick Aldis was to be kept strong. And we end up having Brian Pillman, though, getting a quick win. End up one-upping Nick Aldis and actually taking the North American Championship, his first belt into NWA. So while having lost the Super Cup, this opportunity presented himself after that that very tiny little tournament. For this opportunity, he managed to go ahead and basically get a belt and really show what he's capable of, and defeats Nick Aldis in the process, which is a huge win for him. Got the crowd buzzing. Man, the crowd is buzzing a lot in this night, which is great. The Loose Cannon building a legacy storyline has advanced for Brian Pillman, and now he has some gold to his name. Good rating, C-, really fantastic. Doesn't seem like they have any chemistry, which is a shame, but pretty good. We'll have to see how his momentum builds up from here. We have a elaborate entrance from Cody Rhodes as he makes his way for the main event. His championship on the line, the NWA championship on the line against Flip Gordon. From the win of the Super Cup, he gets the shot at defeating him. Definitely a dark horse to win. Everyone's expecting Cody Rhodes to retain, but he has the opportunity to maybe steal a win. His finalist that he defeated, Brian Pillman, in the Super Cup, ended up getting an upset victory. So perhaps it is also Flip's time to have an upset. We will see. The elaborate entrance they really respond well to it. 78, not bad. That's good. We still have the hint of a face turn that is getting a poor reaction. No, continue. And we have a banger of a main event. Superb match. Cody Rhodes defeats Flip Gordon in 18 minutes by pinfall with a beautiful disaster. He hasn't done the Crossroads that much. It is in there. Cody Rhodes makes defense number 2 of the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Unfortunately, Flip Gordon, despite putting on a pretty damn good match, 81 he had for in-ring performance. Flip, not bad either. 56. Can't ask for much more from Flip Gordon at this point. But boy, a banger of a match right there. B-, 76. Cody Rhodes, though, does retain. Flip Gordon tried, but cannot defeat Cody Rhodes for the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Continue. And then finally, we have a segment afterwards. Flip Gordon is kneeling on the ground in the center of the ring after the bell had rung, after Cody got announced as still the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. He looks shocked and lost. His eyes are distant at the mat, despite the cheers of the fans after that banger of a match, letting him know that he performed well. They're clearly chanting his name. Everyone is on board with Flip, especially after that match. How could they not be? Cody stands in front of him, holding the belt. Flip rises up to meet him at eye level, but he's still looking downward, still ashamed, at how far he got and losing it at the end. Cody seems arrogant, patting his belt down in usual cocky fashion, kind of tapping the metal on his chest. and Flip begins to turn to leave. He's stopped, though, as Cody abruptly grasps his wrist and raises it up in the air. "You're awesome," he mouths, before giving him a handshake and a hug, and leaving him to an adoring crowd to chant his name. The Super Cup winner did not win a title, but he did win the respect of the champion that day. Cody came across well. We are going to change. We're going to risk it. Complete the turn. Well, we switched to the cocky gimmick. The turn did not go down well, though. That's fine. You got a better gimmick. People will deal with him as a face fine. It'll go fine. It ends the show with 65, not bad. Increased our popularity in 11 regions. Can't ask for much more. I don't think anyone had an off match here at all. I do want to calm down Candace. And probably Tenille. There you go. Good. Maybe that'll boost them up. I mean, if we have to give them some money to make them happy, we'll have to do it. We'll see what it is. We'll see what we're looking at. Not necessarily what we wanted to do, but you know how it is. Okay. Let's see what our mailbox has for us here. Time to heal. Everyone's a little hurt. See what our buy rate is. 0.01, still about the same. We'll have to figure out what's really doing better here for us, the pay-per-views or the TV revenue. Seems like pay-per-views a little bit better because we did one TV, one pay-per-view. Seems like the pay-per-view buy rate is still better even at that weird graveyard. But I think we can renegotiate now. We'll have to let's take a look at that real quick. Because I feel like we can negotiate with them for a new deal for events. Extend deal. Oh, more than 3 months. Okay, it has to be less than 3 months. So after next month, we should be able to renegotiate. And I think if we should be able to get into a better position. But it does seem like it is simply a better deal to do the pay-per-views. It gives us some more money. It gives us less eyes, I think, but it gives us more money, and that's really what we need right now. Momentum, building, which is good. I want to check the people here. Candace is angry. She's very furious about the booking. I'm going to give her a bonus. I will give her a $3,000 bonus. She's down to annoyed, and I will give her time off for pay time off for a month. She's still annoyed. Well, fine. We could deal with annoyed. The Bull's annoyed about something. I don't know about what. Okay. I mean, what's our... I think most people are annoyed or not happy. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be annoyed about being left off the show, but I just couldn't run that big of a show, I think. Irritated's fine. Annoyed I'm a little concerned about, but Will Ospreay's happy. I mean, if some of these guys leave, it's not the end of the world. We're not going to freak out over it. Cody Rhodes is extremely happy. That's really all that matters right now. I feel like the entire show is booked around Cody Rhodes at this point. And, that's... As long as our main talent's happy, Ryback's unhappy. Honestly, if Ryback left, I would not care. I'm actually more upset that Enzo left than Ryback. Just because I think we can do more with Enzo. Ryback's just so expensive. That price is ridiculous. Anyway, so the next show, I think we'll do a firing squad, if you will. But what I want to know from you guys is I need team ideas. Who in this roster would be good to team up? That would be good to, because I feel like we're a little light here. We do have Brian Pillman and Ryan Nemeth. We've not really used, but I have a feeling we're going to get rid of Ryan, so I don't know if I really want to use that. But we could. He's a North American champion, so, he's already got a single thing going on. I don't know if we're going to use that. Bruiserweights are here. I mean, I feel like we can get rid of both of them. Best friends are good. The crew's fine, though they're not very good. And Colt Josephus is fine. Doesn't really work very well. They have really bad experience. Jersey Boys are kind of useless now without Enzo. So we definitely need some new, fresh blood in the tag division. But also, like I said, we are doing that firing squad. I want to hear who in this roster are we going to let go and how many. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Who do we fire? I feel like we need to get rid of some of these guys. Who's done? Who do we take off? So let me know in the comments for both new teams and new future endeavors. Let me know what we're doing. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching.